One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Center Parc Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas State Bobcats, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bobcats offense will take the first swing of the game. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go with me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Slithers into space and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Bobcats are on the move. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Reddick. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. he had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give out of the gun. Shakes off the defender. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the wideout. Brown wants to pass. The short hands. It's Amos. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Get set, get set.
Unloads quickly. Wide open spaces. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bobcats. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Walker. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Brown will throw it. That's reeled in. It's Riles. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Number 11, in partial range to kick it away.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first.
Texas State, 14, Georgia State.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the returner will be knocked down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. And he has had this offense clicking on all cylinders the entire game. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson will throw. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill, because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense.
He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the single back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Bobcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Making side adjustments here. Jackson gonna throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. The Bobcats have enough for the first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Pressure coming. Gets it to him on the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have...
Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
And the Bobcats are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Brown wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Wants to throw on first down. The throw. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Dead center perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Atlanta. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Parc Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate
intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Turns it loose. He holds it in, and nobody's close. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Panthers are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll move the wide receiver. Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
No running room on the last 2 plays. Can they find it? He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Panther! Great job by the back on the option.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Georgia State, 18.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. The 30. The 10. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
And the Bobcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They'll try to pound their way in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. From the gun, give on the inside. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Off play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Riles. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Brown wants to pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to beat him to the left. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
There he goes. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bobcats are rolling down the field.
Here we go.
Gives it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Brown will throw it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
And some room to work. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Got the first down himself. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for room. It's Burrell. Oh, a lot of space. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Quarterback may change this route. To the ground. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick handoff. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football.